Let's be completely honest with ourselves for a second. You're sitting alone in your room, the lights are probably dimmed, and you've got this video playing in the background just so the silence doesn't swallow you whole. You check your phone every 3 minutes, hoping for a notification, a text, a meme, literally anything to prove that you exist to the outside world. And when nothing pops up, that heavy, hollow feeling starts creeping up your chest. You call it loneliness. But what if I told you that loneliness isn't a life sentence? What if I told you that being alone without feeling lonely is simple, actually? But let me give you a quick disclaimer before we go any further. I'm not here to read you a cheesy self-help poem about how you are your own best friend. I'm not selling essential oils or telling you to light scented candles while staring at a vision board. That's a sugar rush, and you know I don't sell candy. I'm here to give you a sharp kick in the teeth and the psychological framework you actually need to stop running away from your own head. Because let's face it, right now, you treat your own company like a bad waiting room at the dentist. And look, I'm not going to be too hard on you. It makes sense why you feel this way. Society has practically programmed us to think that if you aren't constantly surrounded by a crew, posting group photos, or out at a loud, chaotic party on a Friday night, then you must be failing at life. We've turned solitude into a symptom of being unlikable. So what do? You try to fix it by scrolling aimlessly through Instagram Reels or TikTok for 4 hours, watching other people live their lives, hoping the digital noise will mask the quietness of your room. Did you see it? You're not actually lonely because you're alone. You're lonely because you're using toys to distract yourself from the person in the mirror. Let's do the actual math here. There are 168 hours in a week. Let's say you spend 50 hours sleeping, 40 hours at work or college, and another 20 hours doing standard human maintenance, like eating and commuting. That leaves you with nearly 60 hours of unstructured time. If your immediate reflex the second you get an hour of silence is to panic and open an app, you found your real problem. You aren't suffering from a lack of friends. You're suffering from a complete lack of a system for yourself. We live in the most connected era in human history, yet everyone is starving for genuine connection. Why? Because you can't build a real connection with anyone else if your relationship with yourself is absolute garbage. You treat your phone like a life support machine for your dopamine levels, but if you treat your mind like an empty, boring closet, it's going to feel terrifying every time you walk inside. Which brings me to my main point, the shift from passive loneliness to active solitude. Loneliness is passive. It's sitting around waiting for the world to validate your existence, hoping a random text message will save your weekend. Solitude, on the other hand, is active. It's an intentional choice to use your isolation to level up, build something, or just exist without needing a live studio audience to clap for you. Saying, "I hate being alone" is cute, but what's your actual daily system when you are alone? Do you have projects, or are you just floating through the day like a Sims character waiting for user input? The people who master being alone don't have some genetic superpower. They just build boring, effective routines. They track their goals, they read books that expand their brain, they learn complex skills like coding, video editing, or drawing. They realize that a quiet room isn't a prison sentence, it's an incubation chamber for growth. Thanks for watching the movie, guys. Please subscribe my channel. Goodbye.